as you can see, I made quite a few of them, but I decided to go for the first lesson I did and change things about it. And I did change a lot of things about it. First, I gave two examples because it's a new concept. As you know, if you don't tell them about the new concept, they will never know what they're talking about and they will not understand anything you say. So, how do you teach this concept? You'll say, count the pieces of a pie and say what the shitty end is going to be the one that we're going to talk about. Either it's going to be the one that's left or either that we're taken. Either way, we're going to get. Oh, I should have wrote in this over here. You see, this is why you review everything. Um, um, turn the shaded. Make. Oh, what happened there? That's not supposed to happen. Make the shaded in portion into a fraction. You see that? Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go around and look at my previous work, see where I made a mistake in, and then figure it all out and say, and also make a new answer key because the old answer key was, let's face it, old and crooked because it wasn't actually doing its job properly, and I decided to redo everything and hopefully get a better look on how things work. And I think I like it. So the first thing as you see is modernize it a little bit, which basically means change it to. So I decided to put 100% here. So it's a 2 points is 100%. So here's the rules over here. As always, I paste the rules in there. And the answer key is here. And I realized that the previous answer key was wrong. It's 1 over 8, and this is 1 over 10. 10, which is 1 over 100, should be here. Yeah, I did get rid of the examples. But I realized I didn't. I put this in here, but that's not going to be anything trouble. It's just going to be there just to help the student because it's a new concept after all. So if they want to use this method that I showed conveniently showed over here, they can, and it's possible with this graph. Yeah. Next, all right, let's see over here. So I haven't changed much except for this portion over here. So I should probably put some divisionary measures to ensure that it works properly. So a number line that has negative numbers because they probably do not know much about the number lines. And one question where I show that there's possible to plus something and get a negative version of the answer, and it's still possible to do so. Because I'm pretty sure, I think I made sure that there isn't any there's no instance where there's going to be plus or minus something like that if I'm correct. There's no negative multiply negative yet. There's nothing special about it, therefore it should be fine. I hope it's fine. So over here I did something just gave them the equation. Just plug in the 90 over here. Oh, I forgot about the little percent over here. So basically, I changed the equation to say just plug it into here. Oh, that was a mistake. Haha. Cut myself a little bit. Cut myself a slack. Ha. So, oh, that didn't work. Cut myself a slack. Okay. That doesn't even make sense. What kind of phrase is that? Anyways, plug this into this equation. Plug this into this equation. Gets a B. Basically telling them this process of complementary without actually saying it or stating it, which is because this is not the section where we teach that. It's just a section about the inputs and outputs of equations, and we're doing that. And over here, we give an example problem. Nothing too hard. We have no square, no anything fancy, just basic equations that we have here. Nothing too hard, nothing too difficult, and they can leave it as a fraction if they wanted to. Now the answer key on the other hand is not even done. We actually need to finish this up because I decided to change the whole answer key. So and I realized there's no example for the division portion of the equation because I totally forgot about that. So number 3, number 4, number 8 doesn't have any proper introduction to the criteria we're looking for, but I'm hoping that it's algebra 1, right? All right, fine. We'll have to explain that. We'll figure that out soon because algebra 1 goes from pre-algebra to everything, basically everything from sixth grade to ninth grade and beyond, because algebra 2 is just basically add-ons to algebra 1. If you didn't know that, then now you know. So I have started doing it, but I need to do this part. And I don't know if they did multiplication, so maybe I need to shove this portion. So, you know what? Let's see, over here, black over here. We'll do something over here to explain a little bit more about what we wanted to do here. So we'll do a multiplied by 0 equals 0. Everything multiplied by 0 equals 0. And then let's just say, what else do we want to put here? I'm hoping that they know division. Let me just say, what examples do we need here? I don't see much that we would need. All right, how about this? 6 divided by 10 equals 6. Oh, wait. That's like the answer to the whole question. That would be dumb of me to do. So, how about this? 3 divided by 8 equals 3 divided by 8, and that should be good. That literally gives you the question to number 8. And number 5, let's do something like, let's see, 6 divided by 3. No, 3 doesn't work. All right, let's do 5 again. And let's do 5 divided by 20. No, 5 divided by, not 3, not 2, 4. And then we could just say 0 point, and we drag down the 4, and put a 0 down over here. And we do 8 here, right? That's a horrible 8. You can't. That looks like a 9. 8, which equals 40. And we just minus that. And get 0. And that should be good. So that should have worked out well. And then we can do, we don't need to explain the R variable, hopefully. Or maybe we do. Maybe we do. I don't know. You know what? Let's erase this. And let's change this. And we'll do the R value in another time. And instead, let's do 20, if it 2 divided by 30, and that should be good enough, and I won't need anything extra. And I will transfer that R equation, so I'll write it down here that I need to explain R to someone later. So remain there, because we haven't actually done that in my example anything yet, because it's a new concept and we need examples, and I didn't do it there. So therefore, I will leave it out for now. Next, we have over here. So now, because of that example, I can do x plus 0 equals 7, which is x equals 7. And by over here, because this is 0 now, so that's gonna, and that's no longer existing. And this is the teacher's, this is like the grading portion, so it doesn't really matter if there's a mistake there. And 0.6, right? That's 0.6. That's 6 divided by 10, which is 3 divided by 5. But you know what? I don't think we learned how to simplify yet here, did we? So we can't actually give him this portion here. So get rid of that simplified version and just say that to get a fraction. That's all they need to do. Because over here we haven't actually explained it to him. So now over here, so 90a minus c equal b, right? So 90 minus 45 equals 45. B equals 45. That's all they need to do. Over here, it's quite similar to the question that we gave to example. So I'm not hussed on giving this question because it's pretty similar. Plus 2 equal 1 plus 2, which is 3. 2x equal and x equal to divided by 3. As you can see, that was literally the example question. Therefore, except for that, this yeah, actually is the example question. Oopsie daisy. I think I screwed up here. Yeah. Oh wait a second, I did screw up here. That's the example question. Therefore, there's no reason for them to get this one wrong. And that's only because I want to follow the process that I showed, the process shown over here, because it's obvious that it would be easier with that. And this over here is actually to help them with this question, obviously, to a certain extent. Over here, you could do a couple of ways, but I think what most students will do in this stage would do in individual ones, like they would divide with a calculator, maybe. No, they wouldn't. They would do this probably. They would do equal 125 divided by 5 multiplied by 5, right? They would probably do this, right? I think they would do that. And then ultimately they would do this probably, because as long as multiplication tables are learned in fourth grade, therefore I don't need to teach them that. They would probably do 125 divided by 25, and try 125, and that's going to be 5, 125. Alternatively, they could do 125 divided by 5, which equals 25. Then they could do 25 divided by 5 again, which is 5. So x equal 5 either way, one way or another. 3 equal 3x, and that's just x equal 1. Because 3 divided by, oh, I should probably show all my steps, although, just because they're newbies and they're new, and then they should be taught how to do it properly. For now, 3 divided by 3 equal, and x equal 1. That's all they need to do. For that, now I actually need to count my points because the system didn't have any points until now. So this one, let me get this one brush over here, and let me calculate all the points and come back. Okay. Actually, I can just say this is going to be plus 1. That's obviously going to be plus 1, and this is also going to be plus 1, because that's literally following directions. Second of all, this one trying to have more inference here, so it's not too hard. It's just because I want to know complementary to a little bit of this and that, which we're going to learn later, which is not now. But I could help them infer this concept with this thing and get that in their mind. So this could be also plus 1. This was a little tricky, plus 2. This is also easy, but plus 1, plus 1. Oh, there's also explanation there. You know what? I think there's too many points here. 0.5. Yeah, 0.5 might be a good idea. And then, okay, so let me just redo all these calculation then. Let me do all these calculations. Oh, I'll be back. Here's what I did. So I chose the one that's already kind of inferred to 0.5, and already something too hard to actually confirm to what 0.5, like the number 7. That one looks easy, yes, to us, but to newbies probably not. Actually, no, it's inferred over here, so it should be fine. So that's what I meant. Especially inferred, so it should be fine. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, wait a second. Oh, wait. Oh my god, I got to fool myself. Oh, that's wrong. Okay. But x to 3 equals 1 to 5. Huh. I forgot about that. Honestly, I forgot about that. So yes, actually, you need to do the final step. Actually, that's a really hardcore. I even forgot about that. Oh, that's interesting. All right, so worthy of it being plus 1, I guess. Now count this up and put it in my final goals here. Actually, how about this? If for some reason that you got everything right, you showed your work over here, you get an extra point. No extra credit on this one. No, I don't think it's right timing yet. So yeah, I forgot about this sincerely. So let me just get rid of that, and then I'll count that up, and I'll be back. Okay, so I got the max. I got the minimum. I always put the minimum because 0.7 is like if you completely blow it. Uh, like for some reason you don't even know how to show your work. Showing work gives you x. It depends on the. I would do if this was showing work, I would give this 0.9 because you know how to do it. You just screw up somewhere and you just mistaken this part over here or something. So it'd just be knocking out with 0.9. So I should say ex- um, example. And let me just do it. So this is for future reference over here. So I point over here. Example of work will give 0.9 credit. Okay, so I've shown everything, and I shown example of where it's okay to give 0.9 if they showed just the work over here. And even if the answer is incorrect, uh, uh, yeah, that's fine. So this should cover everything. This over here should cover everything. Therefore, I'm going to change everything in every single place with that. So that's going to be a little bit of pain, but that's what I'm going to do. Next section, and I'll quickly do all this and come back to it. But it's basically the same idea, but this was about percentage ratio decimals, next section. And I just realized after that I needed example questions over here, so I'll quickly do that and come back. With that, I got basic examples for all three of them, and that should be good enough for now. With that, I'm done. As you can see, everything is explained and everything is exampleized. If there's an example for each new concept, it should be good, and everything should be fine. All right. So next section, right? Let's see if I actually did this one kind of correctly. And of course I don't. Okay. So hey, there it is. Everything accounted for. And here's I should maybe indicate that this is special. Yeah, in that sense that it is all together. Okay, now I'm done with this one. We can move on to the next section. And the first one with extra credit, EX means extra credit. There we have it. So this would be, let me get my red pen and do all this. And there. And now I need to bring out the thing. Let's just count out the points now. And I think with that, I'm done with this section. And with that, I think I did a better job over here, which is fine. I think it's just good. I'm not changing anything here. Everything here is fine. This one actually looks fine too. I don't see anything I want to change, and there's already extra credit for these two. That should be fine, I think. And here's a gray sheet. I think that's fine. And this one, no, I need a little bit of work here. And over here, as you can see over here, there's actually more questions on these polynomials because second degree and doing this will serve you good in life. So, I mean, for your math degree for a period of time for Algebra 2 at least. So I have made a lot more questions on this one. Oh yeah, and this Google document has will be things I had more questions on and other things too, not just polynomials and expanding and despanding. And there's an example over there, an example over here. They're fine, but that does change the rating score over here a little bit. Let me change this back. And with that, we have everything over here too. Okay, with that, we have something. So two extra points over here, two extra numbers over here would do good on that. All right, with that, I'm done mostly for this unit. So I'll call it probably something like unit one, maybe. Okay, this sounds like a good way to phrase it. So yeah, here's the finished version, I guess. Because I don't know how else I could change things to make it easier. I think I have given examples for almost everything. If I haven't, please tell me in the comments below. And if any mistakes have occurred, please tell me because I want to fix it right away. And because this Jamboard is never gonna go away, either. But the PDF version will be stationary, so this one will be continuously revised. Well, there'll be also a PDF one that you can download by going into, let's see, I believe there is some download function. Yeah, here download as PDF. You can do that, and then you can get it as a PDF, which is good. Or you can, I believe, transfer it into like a Google Doc. I forgot how to do that, but you can do that too. Oh, and you can also save as a image, which works, I guess. And you can image and upload it into like a Google Doc, and each of them individually, which would be a pain, but would work. So yeah, so it's like a pre-unit one, I guess. Um, so I'm gonna double check it one more time, but I hope I have no mistakes and I can just send this to. And actually, I have a I'm gonna ask someone to double check everything. I don't know, someone off the street try all these questions and see if I made a mistake somewhere, and see if it's good or not. We'll see. So yeah, okay. And with that, I think I'm done with this video. Unless I have something else to reply. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. All right, I need to delete this hog modulate thing I made a long time ago. So this thing is a huge mess I made a long time ago. Um, oh yeah, yeah. Ooh, I remember this one. Oh yeah, that was a mess. Yeah, as you can see, this was a clear messy road. Don't use this as a actual column, so I'm gonna actually delete that. I think there's still a video on that too, actually. But anyway, so we stopped here at simplify roots and things. Actually, Unit 1 also has the remainder thing I didn't do, so we'll start on that on pre-unit 2 part 2, I guess. Uh, and also, I think I don't know. I never took Algebra 1, I just skipped through it, so this is where I'm gonna leave off and hope for the rest. So there's where I stop. There's be more questions on in over here. And to make this easier, I just showed this thing too. To leave it in root form was kind of weird, so I just did that too. And how many minutes is this? I think it's exactly like a little over 20 minutes, and I think it's done. So let me download this and send it to YouTube and my YouTube channel and see what it turns out to be, because I think I'm done finally. My YouTube channel.